1 year after Halloween 2, you would get to take part in reimagining one of the greatest horror movie franchises in the history of horror movie franchises, the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot. Your love for horror is obvious. What was it like to be a part of these projects? You also, of course, did Halloween with Rob Zombie, where you're breathing new life into franchises that you grew up watching.
Nightmare on Elm Street, like actually, there's a lot of things on IMDb that sometimes it just says I was on the movies and I wasn't there the whole time.
Oh,
Nightmare on Elm Street, I was there. I did the reshoots of that. Like I did all the reshoots, like the opening sequence in the diner. I did all that stuff. I did a lot of the ending of the movie because they shot in Chicago. They came back, and I remember getting a call from my buddy Eric, who the DP that shot half of 666. He's like, dude, I got a call for Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. So I kind of freaked out about that. I was like, yes, this is so cool. Cause I love that. So yeah, I got to go be a part of that. I mean, we did a lot of stuff in the movie, I wasn't there full time, but I did have a hand in that. And like that first iconic shot in the remake where the hand comes into frame in the diner and all that, that was all me. Anything
awesome.
In that diner, all that stuff. I did all that. Did a bunch of the stuff with like the Freddy coming through the wall and the girl dropping down out of the sky into the bed and all that. We did all that.
Yeah. Freddy coming through the wall.
Yeah.
That movie took so much heat because people are never going to be happy with the reboot, no matter how great it is. But I thought it was I really, and I'm a diehard Freddy fan from I was probably too young to be a Freddy fan when I started watching A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I really appreciated the risks that you guys were taking with that production and the way they brought a little bit more dimension to the character.
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job, and I thought that the way it looked and everything was phenomenal. Jeff Cutter, the director of photography, did a killer job. It was nice and dark. It was it had a little more backstory with Freddy Krueger and like what went on, which was cool. So. I thought it was cool. But look, when you're doing things, even with Rob when he's doing the Halloween movies, you're not gonna appease everybody. There's always gonna be people that are upset about it, like because they're so into that one movie that they're so in love with. Like, oh, I love John Carpenter. Look, I love John Carpenter's Halloween, and then I did Halloween remake with Rob, and I love what we did on that one. I love what we did for part 2. Like I thought we did some really amazing stuff. But you're always gonna have haters out there. Any movie you do, people are gonna hate it. This is the way this is,
The world we live in.